space or out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Mike. 258. Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right now. Easy.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Go, go, go. Run.
And to the 36. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Fields, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big conversion there on 3rd and 3.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Green 18. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You're trapped. You're trapped. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Shift. Shift.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fields, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shift. Watch the shift.
He pitches it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 45 the mark. Cut. Front. Go.
Throwing on first down. Stewart connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stewart from the gun, he'll throw. Going long here for Wallace. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
45 to Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
To throw is Stewart. To throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They give him a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last, which helped that pass rush? They are really working in sync right now.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
319.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Echo. 399.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Miles Jack with a sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Oh, you got D?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. All day, baby. All day.
Stewart now operating from the gun. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Looking to throw. Stewart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Got some room at the 30. And down right around the 37. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he's got room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a score closer. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Let's get it. No. 319. Watch that in. Tight end's right.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stewart. Going to throw again. He's able to find Wallace. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. Stewart. He'll go before heading out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Stewart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 31, Packers 10. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Finding room at the 30. finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Miles Jack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Orbit.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. It's caught here by Adams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers again now. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Double up, double up. Zip it, double up. Hey, watch this, watch this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
We got double up.
Now Stewart throwing on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up third down.
Like 50. Think you gonna get this, Gordon? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Stewart throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lambeau on for the extra point. They just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, They're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
45. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on 80 weapons. It's going to be a long day. No.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 25.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A beautiful fake. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
19. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Inside.
One final try now for Rodgers. Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still
there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.